What's up guys, welcome back, Brando Dude here. So we have a replay, Dracotail versus Yummy. Now I will say, in this game, Herald of Arc Light is honestly such a big problem to deal with for Dracotail because of the floodgate effect where cards get banished, it's basically D-shift, and unfortunately these Dracotail cards, their effects can only really trigger when they send to grave, so not being able to deal with Herald is honestly a massive problem for Dracotail to deal with. You need either Droplet, Imperm, or Dark Ruler no more. So yeah, you'll see how the game unfolds. But yeah, in our hand we have Rahu, Dracotail, Lucius, Swamp, Famina, and Ash. Put on as Imperm, Yummy, Cookie, the Widow Anchor, and Cupsy. So opponent is going first, so he normal summons Cupsy Effecture. I decided to Ash Blossom this, but honestly I realized Yummy decks, they do play 2 to 3 copies of Surprise depending on the deck list. So honestly, Ash Blossom on Cupsy was incorrect. I should have used Ash on the Synchro. I'm not sure what's the name. Is it Cupsy? Yummy Way that searches for 2 names from the deck to discard 1. That I should have used my Ash Blossom on instead. So yeah, this was not a good idea. Into Snatchy, set the Acro Q, then special summon Cookie from hand. Synchro off, yeah, and then this is what I should have Ash. Cupsy Yummy Way, but you search for 2 names. So yeah, definitely should have ashed this instead. Search for the Lollipo and Cupsy. Discard Widow Anchor. Link off into Snatchy, special summon Cupsy. Go into Lollipo, which will reborn 2 names. So bring out Cupsy and Cookie. And then here he will synchro off going to Metal Martian. Martian effector trigger to reborn. Here I decide to go Famina. Okay, send the King of the Swamp and Lucius. Can't go into Dragoon or anything else, so we go into my plan was go into Mysterion, but I did this incorrectly because Mysterion only becomes useful where this effect says if a monster uses its activate effect to special summon itself or monsters with its same original type, you can target one to banish all cards of the same type off the field, right? So this was incorrect. I forgot that Mysterion can only trigger its effect when Martian special summons another machine, basically. So yeah, this was the wrong way to use it. If on Cupsy Yummy Way, is it Cupsy? Yeah. When my opponent summoned Cupsy, when I chained Ashed, my opponent chained Cupsy to reborn. I should have chained Famina. Going to this, then on resolution we can chain Mysterion, target the something and make those banish. But let me see. Banish that card. So yeah, Snatchy would definitely be able to dodge Mysterion. But yeah, that was not planned with bringing this out. But yeah, unfortunately I did not read this card properly, so this was incorrect. Anyways, Lucius here would trigger to set Ketu. Opponent then synchros off into Herald, and he will special summon Lollipo, where he's gonna shuffle back the Famina. Then link off into the Snatchy. Set the Imperm and Surprise as well, and he's going to synchro off into Cookie so that he could trigger Acro Q to pop Mysterion, and then set both Imperm and Surprise and pass turn. So we draw into Ketu Dracotail, but unfortunately Herald is an issue to deal with. Activate Ketu, opponent chains Cookie to summon Cupsy, both Cupsies from the graveyard. Search for Lucius, and now unfortunately because I know my opponent does have Surprise on the field, and then he can also just, if we attempt to enter battle phase, he can just bring out Cookie, Yummy Way to flip our monster face down. So yeah, honestly, yeah, opponent trigger Cupsy to search, but yeah, because Herald is an issue to deal with, I can't play through this, so we just decided to scoop, because he would just OTK us the next turn. Game number 2, we open Poly, Rahu, Ketu, Shadow Dragon, and Kobai. Opponent opens Thrust, Purge, Thrust, Acro Q, and Lollipo. So, Ketu Dracotail gets hit with Purge. Rahu Dracotail send Lucius Dragoon, and Shadow Dragon. Arthelion here will add back Lucius and channeling to Lucius to set the Flame. Okay, get that normal summon. Normal summon, search for Famina here. Okay, just so that we can do a quick effect synchro during our turn. Honestly, yeah, maybe I should have searched. No, it's fine. Okay, yeah, this is the best we could do, I think, unless you guys have maybe see a better way I could have played this. But yeah, we search for this, set call by Flame, yeah, and see what happens here. Opponent draws Engage, activates Acro Q, activates Engage. We don't negate this yet. Search for Hornet Drones. Hornet Drones, we chain Flame to negate, and then we'll put it back Ketu and draw into Ketu. Normal summon Lollipo. Here I decided to go the Famina, going to Mysterion. Chainlink 1 will be Lucius to set the horn. We're going to Mysterion because in case he does too many triggering effects to summon, too many light beasts, this Mysterion can hopefully deal with it. Then opponent again goes Thrust, search for Obedience Schooled. Link off into Snatchy. Snatchy Effecture will search for the Minion. Minion Effecture we chain Call by, target the only name in the grave. And yeah, opponent does end up scooping there, cool. Go to game number 3 now. Game number 3, opponent is going first here, and you'll see that we open Famina, Shadow, Beast, Rahu, Dracotail, Shadow Fusion, and King of the Swamp. Opponent opens Droplet, Yami, Surprise, the Cupsy, and Ash Blossom, and also another copy of Droplet. So yeah, opponent is going first here. Normal summon Cupsy, search for Surprise, and now here, before opponent does to anything else, I decide to go Famina Effecture. So here we're going to send Shadow, Beast, and Swamp, and here we go into El Shadow Winder right there, turn 0. Shadow here will trigger to draw into full loss, and unfortunately opponent does have the Droplet to negate Winder, so he is going to go full combo here. Snatchy, search Minion Reborn Cupsy, Synchro off into the Cupsy Yummy way, search for Lollipop and Cookie. Discard Cookie, links off, and then goes into the Lollipop to Reborn Bodies, Metal Martian. So yeah, he is definitely going to bring out the Herald of Arc Light. He uses the one Surprise in his hand to reborn a body, and then the body here will reduce the wait, hold up. Oh yeah, he can reduce Winder by 1000 there. Okay, and then he's going to go into Herald of Arc Light, link off into Snatchy, set the Surprise, and pass. So we draw for turn, and unfortunately Herald of Arc Light, did I have Dark Ruler in the side deck? No, unfortunately I didn't have Dark Ruler in the side deck, so that's where I realized, yeah, that was pretty dumb of me not to put that inside. Join to Urgler, and unfortunately, yeah, Herald of Arc Light is stopping us completely because Shadow Fusion as well as Rahu Dracotail, they both have to send materials to the grave, and also, not that I have to send to grave, it's just, fortunately, all these cards will trigger only if they send to grave, okay? So yeah, fortunately we enter battle phase, attempt to destroy Herald. Opponent chains Yami to Yami Surprise to summon Cookie. Cookie will reduce Shadow again by 1000, so this is only at 200 attack. I decide to crash the Shadow Winder. Okay, just some life points calculations there. Main phase 2, we activate full loss. Opponent is going to chain Lollipop to reborn Snatchy and the Cupsy. Cupsy here is going to trigger to search, but yeah, unfortunately, because Herald of Arc Light is there, we can't really do anything. So yeah, I just decide, yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything. I can't even set a card to protect ourselves because, yeah, this is way too high of a level, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4 names on the field, so these cards are boosted by 2000, and that's just enough damage on the board, to be honest. So yeah, unfortunately, Herald of Arc Light is an issue for Dracotail to deal with. You gotta find a way to out it if you can. But yeah, if Drake what's the word, Herald of Arc Light wasn't there, I would say Rahu Dracotail and Shadow Fusion would definitely going to pop off. Literally it will, but yeah, unfortunately we have no out to Herald of Arc Light, and yeah, that was an auto lose fast. So yeah guys, that was a duel. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers guys.